Hello everyone, it's been a while. Welcome back. I would have come back sooner, but I have been trying to deal with the fact that I now went from having 0 strikes on my account to having 2, all by CJ, E, and M because of a mama video I tried to make, which is just never going to happen. And so I'm basically playing with fire, trying to continue to upload videos. So if I disappear one day, it's because I got 3 strikes. So I have until March until those 2 strikes go away. And I've been emailing them, and I will say, CJ and E&M did email me back. I didn't expect an email back, but they did, and we're talking. And it just seems that, like, the whole legal process that I'm sure is no individual's fault, but rather just a company legal standard. I don't think any of these strikes are going to get removed, despite the fact that the videos that got the strikes we're in a draft state still and we're never published, so I didn't even know you could get a strike. Usually I just get content ID'd, but whatever. So I'm basically going to have to be careful or I'm going to disappear. So all clips are going to be 10 seconds or less. And I'm just out here hoping that nobody else wants to copyright strike me either. So anyways, since it's the end of the year, you know what time it is, bringing out those lists of our favorite comeback songs from K-pop this year. Today, I'm going to be doing my boy group comeback favorites. I've split it up between boy groups and girl groups because I just couldn't make a list of just 10 with both. It wasn't happening. It was soul crushing trying to do it. So today I am bringing you my top boy group comebacks. They must be promoted as comebacks. However, I am including digital singles as well, as long as they were promoted as a comeback. So here we are, top 10 boy groups, comebacks of 2019, in my own humble opinion. So of course you don't have to agree, but let's get into it. Starting with number 10, iKON, I'm Okay. I can't tell if I put this on this list because I love the song and the comeback, which is also true, but also this was the last iKON comeback with BI in the group. I'm sure all of you know the whole fiasco that was BI getting kicked out of iKON and YG, a whole nother video that I could literally rant on forever, but I won't. But I truly loved this comeback. It was a little bit slower paced, which kind of goes along with the last 3 comebacks they'd had before that. Maybe not so much Killing Me, but with Love Scenario and Goodbye Road. But I really love this song. The lyrics are beautiful and they're really thought-provoking, and the video looks great, kind of simple, but they're all wearing suits and they look great. And I just miss BI a lot. BI was my iKON bias, so to all of you other K-pop fans out there that lost a bias this year, which was a lot of you since a lot of people were leaving groups this year, I feel you, and iKON's I'm Okay will just always hold a very special place in my heart. Wonderland. I wasn't sure what to expect coming off of Wave and Illusion. It was very different from the other comebacks and even ATEEZ's debut, but Wonderland was something that just blew me out of the water. I didn't expect it to be the way that it was, but it was so different from anything else. It's like an anthem. The heavy brass instruments and loud drums in the background just truly make it sound like the anthem to some sort of team or movement, and it's just amazing. Not to mention everyone looks amazing. Wooyoung in those chains, bitch. I think the fuck not. But I truly loved Wonderland. I thought that it looked great. I thought that it sounded great, and one of my favorite ATEEZ comebacks ever. You calling my name was something that I never expected to hear out of GOT7, but maybe I should have after Just Two made their debut, because that subunit's debut is very similar to You Calling My Name, a very mature, kind of mellow concept. It really is reminiscent of Just Focus on Me, and I'm not mad about that. It's something that I feel like we haven't heard out of GOT7 before, but it really works. The leather suits, oh my God. That part where Jin Young is like touching the inner part of his thigh. Well, I guess everybody's doing it, but Jin Young's in the center. I gagged. I was just disgusted. It's just such an addictive song despite not being super poppy and upbeat, but I just can't stop listening to it. So if you haven't listened to it already, I don't know what y'all are doing. Considering that TXT basically had a full comeback for almost every single song on their debut mini album, I wasn't really sure what was going to happen with their first real comeback with a new album and everything. It did get pushed back, but Runaway was something that I originally wasn't really fond of. But then as I listened to it more, I realized that maybe it wasn't that I didn't like it. It just wasn't like anything I'd ever heard before. I've mentioned it before, but Big Hit has done a really great job of giving songs and sounds to TXT that aren't like anything else. They don't sound like BTS, but they don't sound like any other group that I really know. And Runaway was something that is genuinely mind-blowing because I guess I could relate any of their other songs to a different song. It would be a little hard, but Runaway has this very whimsical feeling to it while still being super upbeat, and it's just amazing. The video looked great. The story was something that I don't think I've ever fully grasped, but I never fully grasped Big Hit storylines because my simple mind can clearly not comprehend them. The styling was great for the most part. All the boys looked amazing. And I just feel like it really showed the talent that they have and how different they are. So I really, really have been enjoying Runaway. Okay, so I'm totally gonna butcher the name of this song, even though it like just came out, which is weird that it can still be on this list. It's been out for like maybe a week, maybe less, honestly, but I am obsessed with Stray Kids' Levanter, I'm not sure, their newest comeback as of right now. It's much slower paced. Astronaut was too, which was a single that I guess they released pre the album coming out. Not really sure what the deal with that was, but this was a full comeback, and wow. It is the first full comeback without Woojin, which makes it a little bit bittersweet. And honestly, I feel like it could be even better than it already is if Woojin was included, but I can't dwell on that for too long or I'll start crying. But the lyrics of this song truly might be my favorite lyrics of the entire year. They're just beautiful, and I literally want to cry thinking about them. But the scenery it's very muted and beautiful. Those field shots and then the shots when they're in the field on the mirror are just absolutely stunning. I don't know what kind of filter they have over some of those scenes, but it is just ethereal, but in a kind of a bittersweet way. And I think that that's really cool. And I just love this song. So please keep streaming it, whatever it's called, honestly. And I would love to see them get a win from this song because it genuinely is my favorite Stray Kids comeback of 2019. And they had a lot. If y'all really thought you could escape a favorites list of mine without Day 6 being included, you must be on crack or something, because Day 6 is one of the top groups ever between boy and girl groups. Just, they're so amazing, and they've gone through so many different sounds. Maybe it's because they write and produce and do everything for their own music, but I swear there is not a concept that Day 6 hasn't tried, and then all of a sudden they come out with one that they haven't, and I didn't even know it existed. Day 6 had 2 comebacks this year, and it was so hard choosing between the 2 of them, but I have to give it to Sweet Chaos because it really was a harder rocking sound that we haven't heard in a bit, I don't think. A little bit of a darker thing going on, and I just really loved it. The video was super cool. It wasn't a story-driven one at all, but the editing power that JYP has behind them was really on full display in this one. It looks amazing. It shifts from black and white to color. There's a lot of interesting fade techniques going on, and it just looks awesome. Everyone sounds great. The only thing that genuinely could have made this song better is having Dowoon have lines, but honestly, I want every single Day6 songs to have Dowoon lines because I love drum and I want drum to have everything. But I loved Sweet Chaos, and it was just such a great, great song. The fact that I'm putting Fear at number 4 really means that my top 3 are super competitive, because Fear was mind-blowing to me. I don't even know how different it was, but it was just not even just like stepping away from what the video looks like. Fear was just such a cool sound that maybe it's not different from some of the more recent sounds we've been having from 17, but it was just still somehow different enough that I was mind blown. Wonu opening up the song, my baby, he looked so good. That part where they basically do like a mini slut drop and start thrusting their hips, I thought I was going to be arrested for watching it the first time that I saw it, because it was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. It sounds great. Everyone looks great. I really, really loved the styling of this one. They just looked so classy and elegant, but somehow still sexy, but also I expect nothing less from 17. But honestly, an ode. The whole album was a masterpiece, so I'm really glad that they've won a couple of Album of the Years for that one, because it is truly deserved. Number 3, also a very recent release, but Obsession was a comeback that I was a little bit worried about. It is our first comeback in almost a year. EXO literally hadn't come back for almost a full calendar year when this was released. And it was the first one without 8/9 members, depends on if Lay is going to be participating. And in this one we had 6 because Shuimin and Dio are both in the military right now. So I was a bit worried about how that was going to go. And although I do miss them still, and I would love to see them be part of this, and hopefully in the future we can, hear this song with all 9 members, Obsession was crazy to me. I started seeing those teasers for the XXO comeback portion and then the EXO comeback portion. They looked real crazy in the XXO one, and they look super good in the EXO one. But Obsession has like a sound thing going on that I don't think I've really heard either. It's much darker, but I can't say that EXO hasn't been doing dark for a long time. I mean, Growl was kind of dark too, but it's not just sexy like Love Shot was. It's dark and sexy, and I stan. Everyone looked amazing. Suho owned that red hair, and Kai with the green hair, Baekhyun with the white hair. Jesus Christ. The makeup on Chen was ridiculous and honestly might make a favorite makeup looks in K-pop just for that man's eye look, because that eyeliner was no joke and he could step on me. He could step on me without the eyeliner, but with the eyeliner, I'd be saying thank you. Again, we have Kai wearing no clothes. We started this trend in Tempo where he wore a crop top. Then we got to Love Shot where he just wasn't wearing anything under the jacket. We're back at a crop top. This time it's tight. What? But then we got the added bonus of Suho being shirtless too, which I don't think any of us EXOs were prepared for. We got hit in the fucking face on that one. We expect Kai. Suho came out of the woodwork. Can't say I'm complaining, but I am obsessed with Obsession. I want to listen to it all the time. It has been on repeat almost every single day since it came out. I love it. And if this is the kind of quality SM is going to give us, I'm still going to ask them that they promote EXO properly and not just, I don't know, let them do their, like, I want them to do their own thing too, but I'm going to need them to let EXO out of the dungeon again, because they keep producing quality content that we will continue to eat up for the rest of our lives. So Obsession, big thumbs up for me. I feel like no one else is going to have this high on their list, let alone on their list at all, maybe. I feel like I'm the only one that thinks ATEEZ' Say My Name is like God's gift to this earth. But as a whole comeback, just the styling, the set, the music video, the fur in the music video, y'all know my favorite thing in this whole entire world is super dark brown / black-haired Yoonho wearing that fur jacket thing from Say My Name. If I could only look at one thing for the rest of my life, I'd want it to be that. But I love Say My Name. It truly is what made me an ATEEZ. Now, yeah, it was only their first comeback since debuting, but Jesus Christ. Pirate King was good, but to me, Say My Name was just... she's queen. I don't even know what I can say about it. I just love it so much. I wouldn't say it's necessarily super special when I compare it to anything else, but something about it really distinguishes it for me. You can call me an ATEEZ bias or whatever, but I could have picked a lot of other songs in 2019 because ATEEZ had a lot of them. But I have to give it to Queen Say My Name. I love her and I will always love her. So I'm sorry. Just when you thought nobody could beat Queen Say My Name, we must look back. We must look back to the very beginning of 2019, January to be exact, and remember that January brought us 17's You Make My Dawn, my favorite album ever. No skips. We love her. I will die for her. And if something can manage to come out that's better than her, I guarantee you it'll be another 17 album. Not even an ode could touch my love for You Make My Dawn, and specifically Home. Home just radiates warmth. That's the only word I could use to describe it. It's not a fast-paced, upbeat song, but you can just feel the warmth radiating out of the song without even watching the video. And then you watch the video and it's just home. They did such a good job. I hate Pledis as an entertainment company, but whoever was behind designing 17's music videos, specifically that one, really, really knew what they were doing. It was kind of simple. There were no bells and whistles, no sparkles, no sequins, nothing really too special. The boys were all styled in very kind of simple but still, stylish clothes. And a lot of times they were just sitting in an empty room with some random furniture that wasn't anything special, or a mattress on the beach with nothing around them. But they still managed to make it so amazing, yet so simple. And I love Home. When Fear came out, I wasn't sure, but then as I thought about this more as I was making this list, Home is just something that nobody's been able to top this entire year. And the fact that a song that came out right at the beginning of the year has been able to stick at the top of my list this long really speaks a lot about her. I love Home. I kind of want to cry when I think about Home, and she is truly my number one boy group comeback of 2019. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm glad to be back, although I'm not too happy about the fact that I'm on real thin ice. I'm literally playing with fire. Blackpink is shaking in their boots because I'm doing it more than they were. But I, I'm gonna probably end up downloading some of the videos that I already have posted that I like, just in case something happens, and then, I don't know, make a new account. But it's really frustrating. YouTube is not helpful at this because I can't actually talk to anyone at YouTube about it. It's basically them shoving you at the company and hoping it works. Not easy because CJ&M is clearly a Korean company, so all the emails I receive back from them are in Korean, but I can't complain because they are responding. So we're hoping Google Translate is kind of doing its thing, but I'm sure that whole thing will be over by then. I don't really think anything's going to happen to the strikes on my account. I think I'm just going to have them until March, but I'm going to try and keep posting and hope for the best. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will be doing girl group comebacks as my next video, so look out for that one. She should be up soon.